Contact Resistance Test. In this tab, ohm resistance test of CB contact is performed. The test setting includes I test and state time is specified in test setting. You know the method used by AMT105 to measure the resistance divides the measured voltage by the injected current. In voltage measurement mode section, you can select from among inputs 1 and 10 for the measurement in accordance with the voltage level and the maximum CB contact resistance. As you see, input 1 has two voltage levels for the measurement. The first level is 4.5 volts on wet 4.5, while the second level is on wet 30, but since the device current resources can only produce up to 8 volts, this item is limited to 8 volts. In results section, the ohm resistance measurement results of each contact is displayed. To perform this test, first you need to add as many rows as the contacts by right-clicking and clicking Add. Then set the wiring in accordance with the specified picture. Note that by double-clicking on this picture, you can magnify it. In this wiring, you need to jumper IA1, IB1, IA2, and IB2 together, and IA3, IB3, IA4, and IB4 together, and connect IA1 and IA4 phases to the CB contact in accordance with the picture. To measure the voltage, the selected binary inputs should be connected to the CB contact and further from the current connectors. Note that to perform the test using a clamp and injecting high currents, multiple parallel wires should be used and they should be connected to the side where there are 3 pins, while the voltage measuring wire should be connected to the side where there is only 1 pin. To perform the test, right-click on the phase related to that row and select Apply Test. In Signal View section, the waveform of the current along with its actual values and the measured voltage can be viewed. Also in Table View you can see that the two states are created in accordance with the setting specified in test setting and the test is performed. Note that to test each contact you need to add a related row in Results section and test each contact separately by setting the specified wiring. In this table, custom name of the phase, the measured voltage, the actual injected current, the measured resistance, and the result of the assessment are entered in name, phase, VDC, IDC, are measured, and assessment fields respectively. Note that the test assessment is done by comparing the resistance entered in test object and the measured resistance. In the end, after the test is performed, the results should be added to the report, which is done by clicking on Add to Report. Also, if you wish to add specific parts of the test to the report, deleted or edited, you can use the Add to Report cog. By clicking on this cog, you can see that the item that can be added to the report are checked. And if you do not wish any of these items to be added to the report, you can simply uncheck your intended item. Also note that the test results are not automatically added to the report after performing a test, and it is necessary to add the results to the report by selecting Add to Report before clearing the test. In performing this test, it is imperative to note the following. First, Error Other. In performing the test means that there is a problem in connections or the current route resistance is too high that the device is not able to provide the burden needed to inject the current. Therefore, in this case, check the actual current from Signal View. If the current is injected, but the difference with the specified current is too large, in the cases where the route resistance is high, the test current must be decreased, and if the actual current equals 0, the connections must be examined. Make sure the CB is closed. Second, the measured voltage must have similar cycles, a high tolerance or a 0 voltage measured that the connectors are not connected correctly. Third, in case of facing error over voltage, you need to select the input with the bigger maximum voltage from Voltage Measurement Mode section. Fourth, if you wish to modify wiring or use binaries other than 1 and 10, first you need to check Don't change hardware setting and then apply the desired hardware modifications. Fifth, At calibration state, option is used to remove the ambient noise effect from the voltage of the binaries. If this option is checked, in the first state the voltage is measured and deduced from the final result.